Okay, this is one of the parts here for the motion along the straight line. It's the mx last second chapter for Form 5. Yeah, I think this part here question is 2006. Okay, so let's have a look on the question. You see, a particle move in a straight line and pass through a fixed point O. Okay, its velocity Vms -1 is given by V equal to t squared minus 6t plus 5, where t is the time in second after leaving O. Okay, so first, when you see this kind of question, what you need to do first, write down the equation given here. So equation given here will be V equal to t squared minus 6t plus 5. Okay, then only we start to have a look on the A1. Okay, A1 he say find the initial velocity of the particle. When you see initial here, the first point go into your mind should be t will equal to 0. The means initial velocity means he want to find when t equal to 0, when time equal to 0, what is the velocity. Okay, when you see initial velocity, first thing go into your mind should be t will equal to 0. So therefore I do a remark here. So when t equal to 0, so v will equal to 0 minus 0 plus 5. Okay, so this is actually 0 square minus 6, 0 plus 5, but then everything multiplied by 0 you got 0, so V I will get 5 ms -1. So this is what they call initial velocity. Initial velocity when t equal to 0. Okay, so you just substitute all the t with 0, then you can get initial velocity. Okay, then for second part, this is the first part. Okay, for second part, what he want? He want to find the time interval during which the particle move toward the left. Okay, what is the meaning by the particle move toward the left? Means if this is the particle should move this direction. The particle move this direction means that V should be get negative. V should be negative. Therefore, when V should be negative, because we know when velocity negative, he move this direction. When velocity positive, he will move this direction. Okay, so he say he move toward the left side, so we know V should be smaller than 0. Okay, so when you see he say particle move toward left, you should know V is smaller than 0. If particle move toward right, then you should know V will bigger than 0. So I do a remark here. Okay, this one is move toward left. So when you see like the particle move toward left, means the particle move this direction, V will get smaller than 0. So what you want to find the time interval. So very simple, you substitute V, everything here substitute. So t squared minus 6t plus 5 is smaller than 0. Because V smaller than 0, the whole thing is V, so whole thing is smaller than 0. So we just factorize. Smaller than 0, so this is t, this one should be 5 and 1, both is negative. So therefore here we got t minus 0 and t minus 1, we got t equal to 1, and this one we got t equal to 5. Okay, when you factorize, the whole thing will smaller than 0, means you will got the interval like this. Okay, you got t will between some smaller value and bigger value. So obviously we put 1 here, we put 5 here. So therefore the time interval for the particle move toward the left direction is from 1st second until the 5th second. Okay, when the whole thing smaller than 0, you will got the range like this. So for example, okay, the bottom here is the example. This is just an example. So example, t minus 1, t minus 5 bigger than 0. What will happen? When you see bigger than 0, mean t will move this direction or t will move this direction. Will move this direction. So smaller value we put here, and then bigger value we put here. So therefore you will get t will get t will smaller than 1 and t will bigger than 5, because when this one got bigger, if this is a line, okay, this is a 1, this is the 5, when this is bigger than 0, we will go this direction and this direction. So therefore t will bigger than 5 and t will smaller than 1. T will smaller than 1. Okay, so if you got the, after you factorize out here is smaller than 0, means 1, means this is, if this is 1, this is 5. Okay, you will got something on between. You got something on between. Okay, so you have to know when you got smaller than 0, you have to write out something like this. Okay? Okay, if okay, then we go to the third part of the question. He says that, what he say here? He says, find the time interval during which the acceleration of the particle is positive. Okay, when you see acceleration, mean actually you need to do A. Okay, you need to do A, so I write one more time the equation for V. V will be t squared minus 6t plus 5. Okay, so now he want about acceleration. So I say V, when you want to go to A, what you need to do? You need to differentiate V. So dV dt will bring you to A. Okay, when you differentiate V, you will get A. When you integrate A, you will go back to V. Okay, so now you want A, so we just dV dt. So he say must be the time interval during the acceleration of the particle is positive. So we know this one must be bigger than 0. That's why we call it positive. So I just differentiate this one. I will got 2t minus 6 will bigger than 0. Therefore 2t will bigger than 6, t will bigger than 3. Okay, therefore t will bigger than 3. So when time is more than 3 seconds, the particle have the acceleration will go positive, means the speed will increase. Okay, and then so when we dV dt equal to 0, what is the meaning? I say when dV dt equal to 0 means that is the maximum speed or the minimum speed. Okay, so at the same time I find it, because on the part B we need to use, he asked us sketch the velocity time graph. So therefore I just find this one, since we got bigger than 0, so 2t minus 6 will equal to 0. Same thing, we will got t will equal to 3, and then I want to find maximum or minimum velocity, because in the part B, the graph one, we're going to use this. So when time is in the 3rd second, so what is the speed here? So we substitute 3 into the v here. So we got 3 squared minus 6, 3 plus 5. So this is 9 minus 18 is negative 9. Negative 9 plus 5, we got negative 4 ms, negative 1. So this is the minimum speed. Mean actually when you see speed got negative, will means that the particle move toward left side. Speed got positive, mean particle move toward right side. Okay, then good. Okay, then we go for the B. He asks us scratch the time velocity time graph of the motion of the particle for 0 to 5 seconds. So from the first paper here, okay, I just collect all the information I do just now. So when t equal to 0, I know the V will equal to 5. Okay, the first information I got. Okay, and then I know when t will between 5 and 1, I will got the V will smaller than 0. So therefore, I find when t equal to 1, what is the V here? So V will equal to 1 square minus 6 plus 5. So 1 square, will equal to 0. Because both will equal to 0. When t equal to 1, it will equal to 0, and t equal to 5, it will equal to 0. Because this is V smaller than 0 means actually we do the equation, we assume this one equal to 0. So when in the first second and the fifth second, the velocity will be 0. Okay, these two velocity will be 0. We got 0 second, first second, fifth second, and we also have the t in the third second. So when t equal to 3, the V will be -4. Okay, since we got all the information, so I just scratch the graph. Okay, using the space here. Okay, never mind. I use a new paper to scratch the graph. Okay, first, this is called velocity time graph. So this one should be velocity. Okay, ms minus -1, and then this one should be time, which is in second. Okay, when t equal to 0, means this is 0, V should be in 5. So I just roughly, I write 5 here. Okay, when t equal to 1, V will equal to 0. So 1 here, I will got 0, and then 5 here, I will got 0 as well. Okay, and then this is the minimum speed. Minimum speed when t equal to 3, means on the middle 3, I will got -4. So I just simply draft -4 is here. So I have another coordinate here. So I got one coordinate here, so I just connect the whole graph. I will have something like this. Okay, why I need to draw the graph? When you see velocity time graph, he got one very important feature is that the area of the velocity time graph is distant. Okay, if you learn the mathematics, the velocity time graph in the mathematics, you will know actually the area of the velocity time graph is the distance. Okay, I write here area of velocity time graph is distance. Okay, this one you must remember. Therefore, when we want to find the total distance traveled in the 5 seconds here, we must integrate separately the positive area and the negative area. We have to integrate separately. Remember, you cannot straight away integrate from 0 to 5. You have to integrate from 0 to 1 first and then 1 to 5, because here you got negative value. If you integrate together, you will get the positive value minus the negative value, then you will got very small value, which is wrong. Okay, so after you got the graph, the part C, he will ask you calculate the total distance traveled during the first 5 seconds. Okay, so now you want to calculate total distance travel. So normally he asks you to scratch the graph, he will ask you to find the distance. This one almost happened in all the example. Okay, so I do some remark here. So first thing, we want to find distance. Want to find distance, you means you have to have, what you need to have, you have to have s, displacement. So in order to get s, you must be integrate v dt. You integrate velocity, then only you can get s, which is distance. So first thing is, okay, I know the first here. Okay, for this part, I should integrate 0 to 1 and then v dt. Okay, plus the second part should be 1 to 5 v dt. Then I will get total distance. Remember, positive area and negative area must be integrated separately if you want to get the correct answer. So yeah, so if you understand this one, then I try to get the area. Okay. Yeah, at the same time when integrate, I just write the v one more time. The v will equal to t squared minus 6t plus 5. Okay, so now we integrate 0, 1 v dt. So v will be t squared minus 6t plus 5. So we plus, same thing, we integrate 1 to 5 t squared minus 6t plus 5. So we plus these two together. Okay, so I start to integrate. Integrate is very simple. First thing is you must know the power, you have to plus 1 and then divide by total power. So total power here is 3 because 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 divided by 3. So minus 6t. T here is 1. 1 plus 1 you got 2. So you got 6t squared and then divide by total power is 2. Plus 5t. That's all. And then here we write 0 to 1. Because later we have to substitute 1 into all the t and minus 0 substitute all the t here. Okay, plus same thing, t cubed divided by 3 minus, okay, actually this one we can simplify 2 and 6. So this one I call it 3t squared plus 5t. And then this is 5 and 1. Later we have to substitute 5 into all this and 1 into all this. And then minus, we substitute 1. So first is I substitute 1 into it first. So this one we will got 1 over 3 minus, this one we simplify. Simplified we will got 3 here. Minus 3 plus 5. And then minus, we substitute 0 to all t, we got 0 lah. So don't need to write 0. So plus, okay, this one. Okay, so this one I substitute 5 into all the t here. I will get 125 divided by 3 minus 5 squared 25. 25 multiple 3 is 75 plus 5 25. And then we minus this one because when you substitute 1 into it, we will got the same answer. So therefore, yep, and this one negative 3 plus 5 we got 2. Okay, so 2 plus 1 over 3 we will got 7 over 3 minus 7 over 3. Okay, and the bottom here you sure will get negative value for s. So what you need to remember is this one you must add this symbol. Okay, means you must get always positive because distance we cannot get negative. So therefore in front here this one we got 7 over 3 plus, okay, this one when we plus minus negative 50, negative 50 will become negative 150, negative 150 minus this one we will got negative 25, negative 25, negative 7 minus 7 we got negative 32. Negative 32 over 3. Okay, you just press the calculator lah. Okay, you press the calculator, will be easier for you. So therefore this one will equal to 7 over 3 plus 32 over 3. Therefore we will got 39 over 3, which is simplified 13 meter for the total travel distance. So actually here will means what? Actually here will mean inside from 0 to 1 here we travel 7 over 3. Okay, and then for the bottom part, this one we travel negative 32 over 3 but then of course we do not have the negative lah. So this is the way to solve these kinds of question, and this is long question, so that's why you will have 10 marks for this question. So yeah, one thing is very important is that I find that most of the students have the difficulty in draw the graph. So most of my students will ask me, actually, which time should I substitute to draw the graph? So most of the time, got two information is very important. Three information. Okay, first thing, you want to draw the velocity time graph. You got three very important things. First thing, you substitute when v equal to 0. Means when v equal to 0, you will know actually the graph will cut through at which point on the axis here. Another one, you substitute t equal to 0. Then you will got, he will start from 0, or he will start with 5, start from 5, or he start from negative something. Okay, and then the last thing, you find the maximum or minimum point. So you find the maximum or minimum, you dvdt, and then you will find one time. Let's say in this example will be the 3 here. So when you got this one, so at the means you will got two things together. One, you got the maximum or minimum time, and you got the maximum or minimum speed. Then you just put everything into it. Okay, but most of the time when you substitute v equal to 0, you will have two values. So the two value here, like this example, you got 1 and 5. Mean in 1 and 5 you will touch at 0. So if the question asks you to draw the graph, remember substitute v equal to 0, t equal to 0, and find the maximum and minimum value, and then only scratch the graph. Okay, thanks for watching this very long video. Hope this video can help you. Thank you.